The Whispering Woods. In the quiet village of San Isidro, the Aswang was more than a myth, it was a warning. Elena, a skeptical schoolteacher, dismissed the stories until her neighbor, Mon Pedro, was found mutilated near the forest. The elders claimed the Aswang had returned, and fear gripped the villagers. One evening, Marco, Elena's childhood friend and a hunter, warned her, "Stay inside at night, Elena. Keep garlic and salt by your windows. It's no joke." Reluctantly, she followed his advice, though she felt foolish. That night, as the wind howled, Elena heard a faint scratching outside her bamboo walls. Trembling, she peeked through the slats. There it was, a creature with glowing red eyes, clawed fingers scraping at her window. Its sharp teeth gleamed as it grinned. Her heart raced as the creature growled, its voice low and guttural. She stumbled backward, clutching across from her bedside. The scratching stopped, but she knew the terror was far from over. The morning after her harrowing encounter, Elena rushed to Marco's home, her face pale and her voice trembling as she recounted what she had seen. Marco listened intently, his jaw tightening. "This thing won't stop until it's killed," he said, grabbing his bolo, a bag of salt, and a vial of holy water. "We end it tonight." As dusk fell, they ventured into the forest. The air was unnaturally still, and the towering trees seemed to close in around them. Marco led the way, his grip firm on the bolo, while Elena carried a torch, her heart pounding with every step. Suddenly, a low growl reverberated through the woods. The Aswang appeared, emerging from the shadows with its grotesque form. Its elongated limbs and sharp claws glinted in the moonlight. Marco didn't hesitate. He threw salt at the creature, causing it to shriek and recoil, smoke rising from its skin. The battle was fierce. The Aswang lunged at Marco, its claws narrowly missing him. He swung his bolo, striking the creature's side. Elena, mustering her courage, threw holy water at it, and the beast howled in agony. It staggered but didn't retreat. "Elena, go!" Marco shouted as the Aswang charged again. She hesitated, but the fear in Marco's eyes forced her to run. She tripped and fell, scraping her palms on the forest floor. As she scrambled to her feet, she heard Marco's screams behind her. She turned just in time to see the Aswang collapse, its body dissolving into ash. Relief flooded her, but it was short-lived. Marco stood there, breathing heavily, his eyes glowing red. "Marco," she whispered, her voice breaking. He turned to her, his lips curling into a grin, revealing sharp teeth. "You didn't think it'd let me go, did you?" Elena froze as Marco stepped closer, his voice now guttural. "Run, Elena, before I can't stop myself." Tears streaming down her face, she bolted into the darkness, knowing the nightmare was far from over. The Aswang lived on, inside the man she once trusted.